Alright, I'm Patrick Summers, and the video I chose to do for the healthy cooking is Chinese hot pot. It was originated in northern China and it populated ever since. Very popular during the cold months like December because it's a very hot meal and it's good comfort food. So what it is you have this Chinese hot pot and you put broth inside of it. You can choose to use low sodium chicken broth or mushroom broth, which is what we used in here. Right now it's heating up. So what a traditional hot pot looks like is it has this, and it may have a cooking tray on top. It also has the bowl for which the broth goes in, and has a cord that plugs into the electrical outlet. And you can put any sorts of foods in it depending on what you like or what you may prefer. There's plenty of vegetables to choose from. What we have for this specific meal is we have lean beef, some seafood, shrimp, and also some chicken. In the way of vegetables, we have cabbage, tofu, and cellophane or clear noodles is what the people call it. And you could also use other different vegetables such as bok choy, spinach, or basically anything raw. So anything that you would like, you can put it in the hot pot. It cooks and very fast, and so once when you say put like cabbage in there, you wait maybe like a minute or two and it's cooked. You fish it out and you put it in your bowl and you eat it. So again, with the broth, we made it from mushroom broth. What we did was take shiitake mushrooms and onions and put it together and boiled it, and then we strained it out and let it sit. And we put the broth inside the hot pot, turn it to high, let it boil, and then you take the lid off after it starts boiling and turn it down to low, and now it's ready to put ingredients in there. You got one piece of lean steak. You thinly slice it along with chicken breast. You can thinly slice that. You have your choice of seafoods, of fish balls or any sort of other seafoods you like or may want. We chose to use shrimp. In the way of vegetables, there's plenty to use, such as bok choy, spinach. We are going to use cabbage, and we also have clear noodles or cellophane noodles, and also tofu. So in the way of cost, it's not too much because you'll be thinly slicing one piece of meat or one block of tofu. And now, since it's on low, we are ready to start putting ingredients inside. Alright, so now that it is boiling, I'll show you how to go about putting the ingredients in. I'm going to start with beef. Again, this is very lean, hardly any fat. You just take a couple pieces and you drop it in there and let it boil. Same with chicken. And also shrimp. Put a couple prawns in there. And you can also do the same with tofu. Take it in there and drop it in. Just let it boil. And here we have some cabbage. And also some cellophane and clear noodles. And then it's that simple. You just let it boil for a couple minutes, and once when it's ready, you fish it out with this little strainer or any other sort of tool you may have about your kitchen. And so now we wait. Alright, so the total time elapsed was probably about 45 seconds, maybe a minute. Just a note that vegetables do take a little longer to cook, but meat is very quick. It takes probably about 45 seconds, maybe even 30. So I'm going to fish it out. So here we have some cabbage, and also the rest of it. So this is very popular for winter months because it's a very good meal to have at home during the cold days. And so what we have is shrimp, tofu, cabbage, beef, and chicken, and it all should look like this after it's done boiling. It's very none of it's fried or battered or anything. Everything's raw, and you just put it inside this broth and let it boil, and now you have a hot meal for your winter day. And finally, for the eating part, traditionally the hot pot is set in the center of a table with all your family or friends or both, and everyone sits around and socializes and takes their time cooking the food and eating it. And after a while you do get full because you forget to realize how much you're eating. So another note for eating is that we have this sauce. It's called barbecue sauce, but it's only typically found in Asian markets. So if you have an Asian market near you, you could probably go by and pick up some of this barbecue sauce. It's made with soybeans, garlic, fish sauce, and also other spices. We added a little bit of soy sauce to it, so it gives a little bit of flavor too. And so one thing you may do is just take a piece of beef and dip it in the sauce and eat it. And you can do that with all the ingredients, and at the end you take the broth out too and drink that as well. So in a way it's kind of like a soup. So this is a great meal for winter. It's comfort food, and it's very good to have on a cold day, and it's really good for your soul.